Well, the first thing is we need to follow our predecessors' footsteps with the Susquehanna. And I always say that we've got more waters to fish today than we had when I was a child. So the idea is that the Susquehanna is going to be better to fish for future generations than it is today for this generation. We've created a new baseline for the river. My baseline was 100 bass in an evening. The kids that were here tonight never saw that. They never had the chance to experience 100 bass in a summer evening. However, I'd love it to be returned to that so my children and grandchildren can fish it.
About 10 years ago, many people had a vision about bringing a program from Texas to Pennsylvania, and that program turned out to be Wildlife Leadership Academy.
I think it's challenged most of the students in a way that they probably weren't expected to be challenged.
It's amazing the knowledge and experience that comes together in order to teach these kids. But even more amazing is that we're getting that information to the right kids. These kids are incredibly smart, incredibly enthusiastic. These are the leaders of tomorrow. And getting that message out to the leaders of tomorrow is the answer to conservation.
Once you go to one of these camps and you see what this camp does to giving kids confidence, and they increase their skills, with their communication skills. I think this, I've seen so many kids come to these camps one way and leave another. It really changes the kids when they're here.
I enjoyed learning about the ecology stuff. I like to put things into perspective, and I think it's really fun to take a step back and see how everything's connecting. It matters. The little things that you can do can actually make a difference. And doing outreach is just the coolest thing in the world because you can actually make things happen.
It's more than just wildlife. We learned so much about leadership, and not only with that, but we learned how to communicate our ideas to the press and the radios to get ideas out there. And if you are interested in wildlife, it's a no-brainer to go to this camp.
This really is a boot camp. This is where you live it for a week, and from daybreak to well after dark. And kids, I think, appreciate it more when they're pushed to the limit.
I didn't know much about conservation. I had no idea about the Fish and Boat Commission, and I never thought of myself in a job like that, but now after being to this camp, I'm super interested. I feel like I would be interested in having a job with the Fish and Boat Commission or doing macroinvertebrates.
The true love of the environment comes from being in the environment, participating in it, learning how to catch that first fish or hear that first drumming when you're out on an early spring day. And WLA showed me that with the students, the staff, the assistant team leaders, and the other team leaders, that these people love the environment because they're out there, they're in it, and they're sharing it.